Does that bother you? Were you for Trump's promise of peace? Like, how do you square this?
I view Trump on foreign policy as generally better than every other president in my lifetime, and
despite him being so hawkish.
He's been hawkish on Iran the whole time.
Well, he's hawkish everywhere, right? He pretends deterrence is like dovish policy, right? Like he'll threaten to bomb people.
I respect the hawkishness. It's a question of, are you going to actually go in? I think my view of getting involved in Iran was skepticism, but hope. Venezuela was the same thing, and I think Venezuela played out very well. So,
well, for who?
For us.
Well, not for the Venezuela.
Venezuela seized our oil assets. We had a treaty with them, okay? We shook hands with Venezuela and said, we're going to build oil, and they said, you got it, brother. And we were all sharing in money, and they were the wealthiest country in South America. Then they elected a democratic socialist who came in and stole our oil assets, and our country did nothing about that. So I, again, say the Venezuela operation skepticism. But then when Trump goes in, takes out Maduro, and just brings him to New York, which will be weird if he's found not guilty. I don't know how that'll play out. But then we get our oil assets back. I'm like, well, that's what I call justice. Now, as for Iran, this is a bigger question over the Strait of Hormuz.
Wait, I don't think they did. Didn't they steal their own didn't they nationalize Venezuelan companies?
These were American multi-billion-dollar investments to build oil infrastructure in Venezuela.
But and
we had treaties with them to do it.
Sure,
and it was an estimated $10 billion in assets stolen.
Sure, but
you do not get to invite me onto your property.
This is private American dollars, right? Does the American government owe private companies military protection if a government that they went into trade with buys out the company that they went into?
Especially when they're giving the oil to our enemies.
If Walmart
I don't care if it's true or not. It's an opinion on morality.
No, think about the principle here. Like, let's take it out of Venezuela. If, say, Walmart has a close relationship with China, there's a Chinese private company that they're working with, and as a result of the Communist Party, China goes, we're actually taking all these assets, and they take like $10 billion worth of Walmart principles. Should America go in there and take private company assets? We should spend taxpayer dollars to take private company assets back? Why?
So first and foremost, the question about China would actually be a question of, can we be militarily successful in doing so? In terms of what Venezuela stole, we had a treaty with them, which was at the governmental level, which we do have a treaty with China on trade. So if they're violating it, it's not just private assets that are being violated. Venezuela stole $10 billion plus in assets. We did nothing about it. All we did this time was discombobulate, take their leader out, and take back our oil industry from them, which we agreed to build with them. They broke the rules. They stabbed us in the back.
Question I got is if the Chinese buy a bunch of farmland in the United States and then the Americans are like, actually, this is our land, and they seize it from these private Chinese companies that did everything legally, are we in the right? And I would say yes, because it's American sovereign territory. So are Venezuelans in the right taking their sovereign territory back? It's different because it's Venezuela. That's the problem, is you justify, I mean, it's a justification of monkey tail.